Hi guys, like I promised, I'm gonna teach you how to do Edikang Ikong soup because that was the most requested soup, yeah, to do tutorial about. And this is where we are now. So look at that green leaf there. It's my spinach leaf. I had to slice the leaf. You can also use your food processor to do it. Yeah, I did it. Then I boiled it. Then I removed the water because I don't want you to purge. See that spinach? It's not like water leaf. And even if I'm using water leaf, I'm gonna still do the same thing. Don't forget to like and share this video at the end of this video. So that's the spinach. Like I told you, it's still even steaming because I just finished doing that. Spinach well washed, removed, drained, boiled, and remove the grain. Well, if I don't do it like that, it affect my stomach. And that is my goat's head. The goat's head, what I did, what I boiled it like proper steaming, then I took out all the bone, so you will not be fighting battles with bone. So that's my cow leg and my shake. Are you shake? If you know what is shake, if you don't know what is shake, it's cow skin. So you can cow skin bow. Cow skin is this thing. Hey God, I beg. It's not cow skin, please sort yourself out. That's a stockfish that I've already washed. I didn't boil that stockfish, please take note. Vegetable that I sliced few days ago by putting into my freezer because I was just lucky to see vegetable. I wanted to use cow leaf to cook the soup, but of course I saw vegetable and I was happy about it. My stock water, please check that stock water. It wasn't much, and I used beef as well. I know if you go back to this video, I don't do this video like 7 times. I don't tire. I don't tire for this audio. If you cannot learn like this, I don't know where you cannot learn. Yeah, so this is step by step of putting those things you saw there. You don't really need much thing to use in cooking this soup than a lot of stock if you have the money to purchase them. You need vegetable and you need water leaf. Like ugu, and you need water leaf, you need oil, you need pepper, you need crayfish, you need maggi, finish. You need fish if you want, you need snail if you want, you need prawn if you want, you need I don't know what you need, but anything that you need, you can see it if you have the money to buy it. So me, that's the ones I could use that day because of course the Lord is with us. Um Now I introduce my oil. See that particular oil, if somebody tell you have oil on your hair, maybe they know that's now they say you get oil for head. I bet ask them which particular oil because you gotta know. If you don't know, you're gonna learn. Because this particular oil almost removed the patience in me out of my body, and I gave God the praise because I succeeded. My oil is now steamed. Now you're gonna introduce your spinach. I fry my water leaf, I fry my spinach, I fry my egusi. There's a lot of things I fry. You will say, it's not too healthy for you to be frying a lot of things. Of course, I know. But if I don't wash my water leaf, then I use water leaf to cook my soup. If I don't wash the water leaf, remove the water and like dry the water off entirely. I don't use it to cook soup because like my tummy and that of my husband is really sensitive. Small thing like this could just push the guy go there for toilet and go there relationship for inside toilet. So instead of that, I just have to go the other way, which is frying it, which is really good. I fry it to make it that it's steamed and the water is dry like very well. So when it's your turn, you can put it directly to your meat, which I'm going to show you another way of cooking this food. But I fry mine. So you can try it and thank me later. And in this video, I'm gonna be turning a lot of turning. I'll be turning this up a lot because one of the reasons I turn my food a lot is number one, why I'm turning it like this because there's no meat. There will be no meat there's no fish in this soup. I didn't use any fish. I didn't see anyone. So I just had to make use of what I have. So I stir the leaf and I cover it for some time. Just cover it and leave it for some time. Give it some time to boil, steam properly, steam very well. Open it back again, then stir it again because of course you are frying this thing and you don't want it to stick to the pot. And I'm not using non-stick pot because I don't like that pot. But I bought that pot and the pot almost stick my head into the pot. I had to throw the pot away because I don't want to go through a lot in my life. Now I put my nut cube into the leaf. When I'm putting this nut cube into it, you say you don't want to put, don't put. Me, I put because I like my leaf, even if I'm doing this to grab the sweetening of that maggi calabash shite, to grab the don't let me enter the spiritual. So now I'm back to the physical. You have to turn the pot. You have to stir the pot after putting your little maggi. You can decide not to put maggi and just go straight with other things. But I decided to stir it and put maggi, put pepper. Then I go in with my cow leg and shake. These are the hardest meat ever in life. So if you want to put your own through, you want to put fish first, you can do. But me, I go through this one first because I boiled it and it's not too soft. So I don't want it to be too soft, of course. I need when you're eating the cow leg, you're eating cow leg. When you're eating shaki, you know that you're eating shaki. You're not eating soft more. So I just made it to be like that. And don't mind that time that I left this pot on the fire. I went to wash that plate that I removed that meat from because I don't want to be the same plate afterward. So now I'm back. Then I just have to stir it. I have to stir it. Look, you can see the pot. You can see the downside of that pot that is not being stick on. So I did this on. I'm stirring it on purpose. Now I'm introducing my stockfish. If your stockfish is a very hard one, see this stockfish I bought. My cases I bought it from Nigeria and they shipped it to UK. This stockfish is a very soft one, so I don't bother boiling it. If not, you're not even going to see anyone. You're not going to see anyone. The one I used to buy in the UK, it's very hard. I don't know which soldier that dried that stuff, which is very, very, very hard. So you need to boil that kind of stockfish before you use it. Don't just put it like that. If not, you're gonna be fighting on how to eat that stockfish at the end of the day. So now I introduce it. I test my food to see if it's okay. Remember, I put my gap, closing it to leave it for some time. To leave it for some time. I'm coming back again. I open the pot to stir the pot. I told you I'm gonna turn rubbish out of this pot. I'm gonna stir the pot right now. Watch out. I told you. I'm gonna stir the pot because while I'm stirring it, there's no fish in this soup. Don't forget. If I were to use fish, I will not be turning this pot like this. So there's another technique on how I will be turning the pot, not like this, So there's no fish, so I'm free to do anything I want. Of course, I need everything to synchronize into the body of the system. Find that one in dictionary. So now I've added more Maggi. You can decide to add all your Maggi together at the end of your cooking, but I like making it one after the other because don't forget I have mixed stock and I definitely don't want the food to be too sugary, too sweetened, or too salty. So I just have to do one after the other. I like crayfish. And on Akwa Ibom, we have crayfish from Moron, and this crayfish was directly gotten from Moron and shipped down here for me. So it's really tasty. If you need some, just let me know. I'm gonna give you some. I'm not giving you some, I'm gonna sell you some. I like money. So put my crayfish. I left it again. I went go wash plate too. And I finished washing the plate and I'm back again. Watch me when I came back. I came back and I got my beef meat, put into the pot because of course there's no point of waiting anymore. The food is almost ready and I don't want that spinach to die. Pata, pata. Yeah. So I'm giving some time to boil the spinach as well. Because I told you if you don't boil the spinach very well, you're gonna see a lot in the toilet. So if it's going to be water leaf and I need the food to be fresh, 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 I won't cook it this way. Oh, I will not. I promise I'm not gonna cook it this way. So we are turning it now. Turning, 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 turning. So we'll turn it and we'll keep it for some time again to boil. Cover your pot and leave it. So we'll come back to the vegetable. Remember this vegetable, I sliced it few days ago. And I want to emphasize on this vegetable matter. See, when you want to cook a Edikang Ikong soup, don't cut your vegetable like saying a 6 yard of wrapper. Don't try them. Don't try them. You know what is that? You know what is and go party. You want to chop the food and enjoy them. You need to shred your vegetable in a very tiny size. You don't need to don't be in a rush. Don't cut it. If you don't know how to cut vegetable, please, because most of you cut vegetable in Nigeria, but maybe because you came to UK, can also go and slice vegetable for you. Bring it for me. I will help you and slice it. I used to sell vegetable a lot those days. Yes, I'm proud of saying it. And God bless my mother for all the stress she went through just to make us good children, good wives, very important, and good content creator that is teaching you how to cook Edikang Ikong soup. Shout out to my mother. Gloria to God. We continue now to washing the vegetables. What we are not washing it because I already washed this vegetable before I slide it, then put it into my freezer. But what I'm doing is now is just taking out the water. It was frozen. And if you put it like that, your own case might be uncasing. That at the end of the day, when your soup will be going this way and your oil will be going this way, everything will just be looking for their own state to be. So instead of it to making your soup to be watery, because of course vegetable soup Edikang Ikong soup should not be watery at all. But if you have like 12 children, your soup can be like this water that we are looking at now. Then you and your children can manage. But if you're having visitor and you say you cook Edikang Ikong, please kindly follow this process. Don't put a lot of water in your Edikang Ikong. You need oil and leaves and meats. You don't need water in your Edikang Ikong soup. God bless you. So now I finished moving it from that icing inside cold water that my hand was in. I just had to use my sieve to sieve it out. Then this is the final look of it. Very fresh, still looking very fresh. Open your pot again. Don't forget to turn because you are cooking with a lot of stuff. I turn my pot again. If you don't like it, come and beat me. I'm in my house now. I turn my pot again this minute. 2 seconds. I brought my goat's head. Notice I put this goat head at last thing as the last meat because see this goat head is very soft. I don't know whether I woman would on a would which is if it's a good man goat or a woman goat that I bought that day. What I bought, I don't 2 seconds you boil this goat head is already too soft and I don't like it being too soft because you're not gonna see it inside the pot. So I had to put it last and I made it half done. I made it half done. So it's gonna done together with the other dunning things, dunning obstacles. So now you turn your pot, don't forget to do it. Then introduce your oil. Of course, this particular palm oil. Whoa, this what that particular palm oil wanted to palmalize my patient, but the Lord was with me. The rock and the staff, they comforted me through the yawning. I yawn and I yawn and I yawn. I press oil, so say. Come on now, check it out. I pressed oil that I was about getting angry, like what kind of oil is this one? But when your oil is not like my own, like I said earlier, if somebody say get oil for it, ask them which oil, oh. Make the explanation. Because if not, my God, your oil will not run over because this particular one is not running over. I had to keep it close to the fire to do justice to it. I was all tired. Because of the oil, I had to cover it just for a little while. You can need the oil to be everywhere, but you don't need to do that if you're cooking yours, if the oil is free to go one way. Now I open it back. Our food is ready as it is now. The fragrance was everywhere. So just smelling food in the house. My God. Like, of course, your Calabar neighbor, your Calabar kitchen neighbor, they're around. So I introduced my vegetable. Vegetable should be the last thing you're putting into the pot, especially because at the end of the day, we need this vegetable to be fresh. In my place, we don't eat too cooked vegetable, especially for the first day. That first day soup, you need to be crunchy. You need to eat it fresh, like fresh. And that's the same thing I would have done to that water leaf if I were to be using water leaf. But in this particular thing, I'm not using water leaf because we couldn't find in it. So we use spinach. And spinach, you need to take your time and boil it very, very well to remove all the excess water because a full able you are not a good to be chewing the grasses like that. God, I beg. I thought I would be very serious in this video, like for 2 good minutes, but I failed. Added more crayfish. I told you we like crayfish a lot. So I added more crayfish to the food. If you don't eat crayfish, it's fine. It's up to you. Don't add crayfish. Just follow the other process. Take out the crayfish side. Then I went to wash the rubber again. That's why it took me some time. And I'm back again now. I'm going to stir it. Put the meat stock. Why I'm putting this mixed up last? Because I added maggi, pepper, onion every time, everything together while I was trying to steam the meat. So if you put it one at the beginning or from the beginning, make sure you are testing your food to know if it's okay or not. And please, in Edikang Ikong soup, we don't use in Edikang Ikong soup, as I was saying, we don't use onion. I see a lot of people using onion to make vegetable soup like a Edikang. Proper Edikang soup, there should not be onion. And if you use onion to go to make Edikang soup in a competition, my dear sister, you're a failure. You already failed. You're disqualified for Edikang soup. That was how I know. That is how I know it, and that was how I was taught. That was how I've seen people, my grandparents, my mother, my people doing it. So at this point, I tasted the food and it was remaining just one Maggi. Yeah, I added it. Then our food is ready. And here we go. I did fufu in the UK from scratch. And that was your girl eating my fufu and my vegetable. I was just thinking, what will I use in eating this vegetable? I said, no, fufu will go well. So I did it. And my God, just listen, just listen. Wait, let me just finish. Let me just finish now. Powerful soup. Somebody say power. Power everywhere.
Oh, Jesus.
So make sure you stream, like, share, and God bless you. Bye.